Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Motion, motion, motion. 40, 40.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 30. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
You're set, lady. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's an egg shot. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Out. Like 7. And middle. Go here.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Kill. Like 7.
To throw again. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line. Let's go!
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Foles. This one caught by Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Montgomery. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. He don't know no better. Check 13. Check 13.
Foles. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, do it for the guy on the fly, but he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. It's caught, Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
50-50. Double right. Easy. Here we go.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They come out here in the eye. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And now he'll tuck it and run. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Foles. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No. Me.
Now Cohen. He spins free. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this go end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bilal Nichols in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, he'll rifle this. They've got his man complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
First down, Detroit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Stafford. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, 5-0.
Stafford being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Blue 60. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Easy, alert. 59.
After the interception, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tighten down.
Throwing again. Stafford. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here this
and imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Bears take over first and 10
We don't work.
at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, keep stick. Keep stick. Middle. He's check. Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. Stafford now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Wood.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 59.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They try again with Cohen. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And some room to roam now. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Cohen. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
64. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. 12.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They run. This is Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come get some.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Quit talking about it. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the 22, Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Foles. This is Miller, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Motion. 44.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
On 1st down, Swift. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Here's Foles, eluding the pressure right. And able to find Green. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Foles. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Kill.
Hey, 7-1.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on first down. Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's go, D. Check 4. 49. Check 49.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Set, lady.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
53, ready.
Check the backer, check the backer. Slam. Safe.
Look at him.
On first down, Swift. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go,
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.